Welcome guys to episode 859 of Minecraft, and I'm using the Greek Gods mod. Now this mod implements many gods into Minecraft, specifically Greek gods, and you can see I have 4 over here, and they're actually doing quite a bit of stuff. As you can see, here is Jupiter, and his special effect is there's lightning, and the best way to showcase this mod is by actually being in a super flat world, so you can see all the stuff. But this guy, he actually produces gardens and plants leaves and trees and all sorts of crazy stuff, and you can see he's sort of taken over the world. Now this guy, I have no idea on the names. There's a long list of names. There's so many combinations you can create of these gods that it's really hard to memorize all the words. I'm sure it can be done, but okay, so you can see that this guy actually drops weapons and armor. So you can see I actually picked up this gold sword and all this sort of gear and stuff. And this guy's deal, I haven't really noticed too much of his stuff. He's supposed to enchant and repair, sort of like an anvil, enchant and repair my tools. Now you can see that these can only be made in creative mode, and they come up with 3 pieces. So the feet, the torso, and the head. So let's go create one. Basically, you can only do this in creative mode. We'll get myself a new inventory, and what I'll do is I'll get a An. You just got to sort of look in the forum thread as you go, or actually know what you're doing, or better yet, just muck around yourself. So here we go. We might just destroy this guy's head because we don't want to keep on disturbing with the loud lightning strikes, but we're just going to place it on here. So he's like a classic Egyptian sort of sphinx. Maybe I'm completely wrong, but you can see more trees have been planted. And what this will do is try and hurt me. So he'll put out new skeletons. There's a coal skeleton, and he'll try and slay me. And you can see if I'm in his radius, it doesn't really say. This mod is quite spooky and doesn't give off too much detail. And you can see I lost 1 heart out of nowhere, basically because I'm in his radius, and he will do damage to me, and he will also spawn these spooky skeletons of such. Now you can muck around, and I really have no idea, so I'm just going to look on the forum thread and pick this guy. So what we need to do is type in the best way to do it if you're in a rush, or if you want to showcase it quickly, is by typing it in search, and that is the best way to find it. If you type koi twice, there we go, and then they all have words, so it's actually quite nicely created. I'm not sure how to explain this. Basically, you got to look in the forum thread. But for example, I'll use this one. I've used the most ridiculous pronunciation of words, but this guy's called a Coco Pilly, the trickster musician. Okay, so you've got to play the koi. Actually, no, you got to go Pelly, a scary sound, and koi meaning a nearest player location, and koi again with a capital is play. So I'm guessing that we're going to place it like here. You can see that he's holding some sort of flute, and there we go, he played that scary sound. Okay, we're gonna break his head off so we don't get any more scary sounds. Hopefully you guys heard that, but I certainly did hear that. Now, mate 2 animals, we don't want that. You can just mix and match all sorts of crazy stuff. Here we go. Here is a Mammon, a greed personified. So this guy spawns ores into your overworld. So let's go take a look at this. He's got a pretty cool. I've actually mucked around with this guy, but I haven't seen him actually work because I don't really have that much patience playing around with these guys, because they all take quite some time to start kicking on. You can see that once it gets started, it sort of goes crazy. You can see that it normally takes a minute or so for them to start doing their things. So at first you think this mod isn't working, but then you go away from your computer, get a drink, and you see this massive flower bed with trees everywhere, and you can see that those roses and that sapling just grew. And this guy is supposed to spawn some raw ores into the overworld, which we haven't seen too much of, and this guy is growing trees like there's no tomorrow. So sometimes it takes like a minute or so to actually start it, to kickstart it, but you can see there is multiple and a lot of stuff now. This is an altar. It really doesn't explain what it does, but this mod is still a work in progress. I've been doing quite a few work in progress mods in a row, but they've been also interesting and they're very fun to muck around with. We've got 2 slimes over here. Let's see if we can create some more. Maybe this will be a slightly longer episode, but let's go here. This is a Quinsacoiletida. I have no idea how to pronounce it. It's the winged serpent. So we need a cuette, but what we're going to do is trash all that stuff. So it's very nicely explained. It's not very nice. It's simply explained in the forum thread. It doesn't go into great detail. It just you sort of got to decode it yourself. But I've given you guys the basic gist, and you can mix and match these. I haven't really experimented with that because there's so much of these original things to be actually creating that there's no time for mixing and matching. But what this guy is supposed to do is drop near statue seeds. So he's going to drop seeds, I think. Oh god, this guy's hurting me. Huh? You want to mess with me? I'll knock your head off. There we go. Yeah, I'm still waiting for them. Oh, there we go. Look at this. Look at this. What do we get? We got emerald. Nice. I was expecting actual blocks of ores, but he just spits out the end item, and that slime is really not nice. You are not nice. I think he's trapped with all these trees and oh god, we got all this armor. Very nice and very simply overpowered because you don't craft any of this. And what do we have here? We got look at this. We got nether warts from this guy. He said seeds, but okay, I don't think a nether wart is a seed unless I haven't been paying attention to the latest patch notes. Now this mod definitely has something going on here that is quite extraordinary, quite new and riveting basically in Minecraft. Nothing of this has been created in Minecraft before. You can see the models are very nice. One thing that I want to point out is maybe that we can make the oh god, this slime's going to annoy me, but oh god no, you're in the way, slime. You can see that the sword is paper thin, only not even well, it is a pixel thin, but it doesn't have any width to it. I wish that it was actually implemented. And look at that, we have a massive bush growing here with slimes everywhere, and it's a really quite cool concept, and I'm going to get molested by slimes now. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment and subscribe, and as always, have a nice day.